Okay, in Genesis 3, speak about the serpent, speak with mankind. Okay, mankind is the woman. They call mankind to the man and the woman. Okay, and later they put a different parts, Adam and Eva, who is not as different. And here in Genesis 3, they speak about mankind. Okay, so everybody knows what happened. Just are going to focus in some part. Okay, in Genesis 3:7, and the eyes of them both weren't open. Okay, and they know and they knew that they weren't naked. Okay, they weren't naked. So naked. So naked mean had different I don't know where my cell phone, I think it's about to die. It's open. What this word helpless, indefenso, because remember they say they were in fear. Why they weren't in fear? Because they were in fear because they see they were helpless. Okay, unable to defend oneself. So they were in fear because they see they cannot defend themselves. They saw something. They saw something in the tree with the serpent showed them. Look like they're powerless. Okay? Unprotected. They're unprotected. Open to attack. So they see something they weren't in fear. Okay, what else? Okay, so, and they hear the voice of the Lord God. So mankind, this mankind is not a spiritual persons like they've been telling us because they say the eyes were open and they were naked. Okay, they don't have any clothes. They don't talk about naked without clothes. They talk about they wearing unprotected. Okay, they talk about they wearing unprotected, powerless, because they saw something. That's what I say here. So, like we right now, we figured it out. We are powerless right now because we figured it out. The God that use their aliens who come here to harvest us like a food. Some look like seem maybe was that in the past too. Who knows? Okay, so and they say they hear the voice of the Lord God. So what I see, what I read it in my last video in John 5:37. No, in John 1:18. The only one had ever seen God or hear the voice of God is the only song. So it's the only song who is God himself. So nobody ever, even angels, nobody ever, well, I think they speak in persons. Nobody ever see God and hear his voice. Nobody ever. They say only the song. So who is this God? Who is this God who is talk with mankind? This God, this Lord God is talking with mankind. And they hear, who are they? They are the man and the woman. And the man and the woman hear the voice of the Lord God. The voice. But in John, they say nobody ever hear the voice. That no matter you say before the fall, after the fall, nobody. Unless the only song they say they can even hear God are men and women. Mankind. So now if you tell me, oh, that was before the spiritual and then men, that part prove you then mankind are the children of God. Okay? So if you wanna argument with me, that means that. Okay. mankind is the real children of God. Okay, so let's continue. And they hear the voice of the Lord God. So who is this God in case it's because they are in the garden? Okay, in the garden, God making bodies. God making bodies. So it's obviously this not is the real God, right? Because I'm proving you. Unless mankind is the real children of God. Okay? Because two things here. So the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the tree in the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam. So God is calling Adam and say unto him, where are you? They be telling you, if this God is the real God, mankind is her children. The woman and the man. And Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve are their children. And after Adam, who is the first human, that be mankind. Okay? And to him, where the truth, but it's not the real, I think it's not the real God. You know why? Because they are in fear. They're in fear and they are unprotected. That is the point. They cannot be the real God. They're unprotected. They saw something. Something is going on in the garden because they are scared. Scared even of God. They were hiding from Him. They saw something. Okay, I'm thinking with my own brain because I think I'm disconnected with the matrix already, for real. Okay, so and then I hear about the garden. I was afraid because I was unprotected and I hide myself. So I've been hiding for something. I've been hiding for what I'm hiding. I see something. I'm hiding because I'm scared. Okay, so and he say, the Lord God say, who told you was unprotected, you was naked? Okay, so to you eating of the tree, and I command you don't eat it. Okay, you don't eat for the tree. So yeah, you know all that thing. Okay, so the serpent is going to prove you the serpent is seraphim, who is an AI or an android, because God, angels, the devil, demons, all they are machines, androids, or intelligence artificials. Okay, I don't know if people get it still. The war in heaven is between machines or AIs or intelligence artificials. That was the war in heaven. The angels, they are angels. Okay, so between the angels. So the angel wasn't doing something. So even the Lord God probably is an angel too. Okay, so everybody know that and then the Lord God cursed the serpent. The Lord God cursed the serpent who are the seraphims. Okay, so the Lord God cursed the serpent who are the seraphims. They were angels, who the angels are intelligence artificial or androids or machines or robots. So he cursed some kind of machine or something here. Because if you read, stars are angels and stars are planets. Okay, so each planet is an AI or a big machine. Okay, oh, it's obviously. Wow, when we are inside. Okay, that's all. That's why it's two things. Oh, the woman and the man who is mankind, they cannot be mankind because mankind they call the will beast. In other parts of the Bible they call the will beast. That's why they cannot be the woman and man cannot be the son of God. Okay, that's why I believe in the garden they weren't doing experiments, and they saw that. They saw that because they said they weren't afraid unprotected, and they weren't hiding and scared. Like you see something, like somebody's killing somebody in the other, in outside, and you just hiding because you're afraid, right? You're hiding on something because you saw something. It's kind of like that. And prove you in the other part of the Bible say nobody ever hear, the only person or the only one can see God is his own son, nobody else. That's why this mankind in the garden, they see God. So that means this is not the real God. It's they were doing something with bodies. They were doing something with manufacturer bodies, like in the Bible say, something like that. Okay, it's us. We are the last product, and it's probably another places called in the land, different lands like us, with different beings similar like us, too, in the same position than us. Because all this is in different movies. They say it's like we are like the market for different rich people or wherever they are. Okay, something like that. It's the ascension of Jupiter. They speak about what we are just a product for them, like the Bible proof. We are just product for them. I prove that with our own Bible. Okay, so this one is not the real God. Probably it's just a company or something. It's like they wouldn't do an experiment, a doctor's company, who knows what they are, but they call the Lord the God. That's why the Lord the God. They not God in general. They call the Lord. Different lords. Okay.